Hey everyone, welcome back. I wanted to show you how to make a custom Lego piece out of a normal Lego. So today we're gonna take this piece right there and we're gonna try to make it look more like this piece right there. They're a bit different, but I think we can do this. So I'm gonna show you how I would do this and how you could do this with like any kind of Lego pieces really. So yeah, let's get going. So first of all, we're gonna need a plier. So I have a plier right here and we want to cut those ears. I think I'm gonna go around here. Let's go for it. There we go. So there's one and then the other one like this. Okay. Once we have this, we can either use a tool like this, so we can try to remove most of the excess materials. So we can slowly do this, or we can also try a file like this. And the file should be a little bit faster. And obviously, if you got a file that's more grit to it, I think it would be better, because you can remove more material at once. And you can see like the stress marks where I just cut it with the plier. It's the color changed because there's some stress mark into the plastic, but we shouldn't be able to see this if we keep filing. If it's cut not too close enough from the base, then that should be all right. And then hopefully you'll see the stress mark is gonna start to disappear. As you can see, like the stress mark is really starting to get back to the original color, which is exactly what we want. So we just want to keep at it like this. Okay, that's good. That's really good. Let's check this out to see. Okay, so the side of this one, for example, is a bit more straight. So we might want to do this. And the side is a bit more like there's a bit of a, there's a bit like this is flatter down there. So we might want to do this actually. We might want to flatten this one up as well. Just like this. Right, not bad. Obviously the opening is way bigger on this side, but let's first sort out the top. So once we got this, which is like relatively flat, what we need, we're gonna need some water right there. And then what we're gonna need some sanding pads. We're gonna want to start with like bigger sanding pads. So I have a couple of here. We want to go with like the lower number first. For example, 280. Let's go with 280. Let's go 280. And then let's do this. And you should be able to tell it's gonna really blend what we just did earlier. Let's dump this into the water. Let's see how we're doing. So as you can tell, this is pretty good. And yeah, we're getting there. Obviously it's not perfect, but yeah, this one has got more of a flat back, I guess. So we can make it a little bit more flat if we want. Yeah, like the back is a bit more rounded right here, but we can definitely make it like flatter like this. So we could just try to do this and then try to make it a bit more flat. Alright guys, so let me show you a little bit what I got so far. So I opened up this section right there and here, and I made this section a bit more towards coming back, just like this original one. I think the curve I got on mine is still not correct there, so I might need to keep adjusting it. The back is flat, but it needs to be a bit more flat, I think. And yeah, overall, I think it's starting to look pretty good. Yeah. So I'm just gonna keep working on the shape. And once I got something that I'm happy with, I will start to go up those grid, and then I'll probably go around 600 or maybe something like 800, and then see if the texture of this Lego matches this one, so the color will be the same, because right now obviously it's more rough, so it looks like wider, but once it has the same texture, it should be the same color again. And yeah, so I'm just gonna keep on tweaking the shape a little bit, and then we should be there. Yeah, you can see here, like I'm trying to really keep the straight shape, so that's why I'm only going one direction right here, because I really want to keep this curvature around, and instead of like a shape that go around, I really want it to be flat like this, just like the original space helmet. So I'm trying to keep it straight, because the original one was really rounded. So I just went flat on one side, so flat on this side, flat on this side, and then I'm basically going from this side up to this side, and then same thing on the other side. So I'm trying to like get the surfaces flat on both sides, and then try to link them together. And then it should be kind of like more obvious that this one here is starting to get really more flat right there. You can see the bottom is still a bit rounded, but here we're really starting to get this really flat surface here, just like what original would be like. We should see some kind of a bit of a line right there between the flat and then like curve plane. So it's starting to appear right here, so that's what we want. We want to keep doing this for a bit. And let's see. That's exactly what we want. We really want like a sharp edge on the side, just like the original. Okay, so that's what we got so far. And I think now I can start to sand it down, and then start to refine the shape. So here we are so far. I think we still need to adjust this side, because it's still too thick on this side. It should come inward a little bit more here. So we're gonna keep sanding down this part right there. And but it's looking pretty good. Maybe the curve here can be adjusted a little bit, but I think it's pretty good right now. Let's work on this first. All right. Okay, so let's see. We're going to use a different sanding pad, and this one is like acrylic pad, so it's like rigid. It doesn't bend, so we can get a better angle. And this one is a little bit too rough, so we want to be a little bit more fine right now. So we're gonna go with this, and then we're slowly gonna go towards the strap right there, and then we're gonna try to reduce the thickness of it. So we really want to take our time with this, because it's at this point it's getting really thin, so we don't really want to rush it. Want to go very slowly and then just inspect to see if it's going the way we want. I think it's pretty good right now. So I think I'm going to start blending it, and I think this side should be a bit more flat here. So I will give it this a little bit of more of a flat part here. And then I will just try to blend those together. And I'm gonna start blending it more. So with this, so this one is softer and it's easier to blend. There's like a slight curve that is different on both sides, so I'm gonna try to get rid of this. So with the light you can see it goes a bit like this, and this one goes a little bit like faster, it falls down faster. So I would really want those to be the same. Eventually I want those to be actually flat, so not on the side like this, but really like flat. So I might need to just go back with this and then try to flatten this up just enough so it makes sense. There's a little bump here, like this goes up, but I think it should really go down a little bit. On this side you can tell it's more of a flat transition, so it goes flat and then round. So we'll see what we can do about this. Okay, so we're gonna be switching from a higher grit, and then we're gonna keep going with this. So this is our 600 grit. This one earlier was 240. I think now the side is really flat. I'm really liking this. You can tell. I think it works really well. This might be like, this head might be a bit more round than this one, a bit rounder. But other than that, I think it looks not bad at all. I think we got the overall shape quite right. As you can see, the color, when it's still rough like this, it looks a bit more a bit pale because it's matte. So we'll start going up the grit and then try to polish it a bit more to match this color again. We can try it on, see how it looks. Well, it's looking like a spaceman helmet. Not bad. All right, let's start polishing it and see if it works. So I want to try a different grit. So let's go for, this is 600. So we went from it's the same, actually it's the same as this one right here. This one is 600 as well, but this one is rigid. So now we're just gonna use this to smooth things a bit better. I feel like this side is like slightly more, there's like more of an angle here, and this one is a bit more curved. So I think what we want something more curved actually. So we might want to adjust this a little bit more here to be more curved. So we're going to use this file and then just go in and then try to adjust this curve right there. Alright guys, so after more and more filing away at this side, I think I'm pretty happy where it is right now. As you can tell, it's really close to this. So I think I'm gonna start going up the grids so I can get back the original color. So I'm gonna do this now, and I'm gonna go with a 600, and then all the way up to maybe 1,000, and then we'll see if it's enough. Okay, now we're gonna switch to a higher grid, so we'll go for 800. Okay, we're gonna step up again. So this time we're gonna go to 1,000. Okay, now we're gonna switch to 1,500. So it's still a bit matte for sure. But what we want a slightly shiny surface. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna use some liquid polish, and that should really help with like the more of a shiny finish. So I'm gonna go with this. It's a fine Japanese compound of 3000 grit, and we're gonna need to shake it a little bit. And then we need to apply it to a piece of cloth, something like this. And then, yeah, let's see. Alright guys, so I finished polishing this one with the 3000 liquid polish. So what you really want to do is like once you finish polishing it with this kind of product, because they're a bit, I feel they're a bit like oily. So you really want to like wash them in with like soap and warm water, just to make sure that you remove this compound out of it, so you get the actual finish. It's not just like the oil that stays on it. And then you can just have a look. So if we look like this, the color is pretty good. You can tell like the arm and the helmet, like the shine is slightly different. So on my, especially the leg as well, leg are more shiny as well. So I don't know if I think I might as well use the higher polish. For example, like this, I might use the 8000 polish, and then I should get an even better result. So more of a shiny, shinier than that. And then that should help the color pop out. Although even now it still looks pretty good. But anyway, let's do this. I'm using this cotton thing, but you can really use anything. Like you could use some kind of like discarded clothes you have around, and that would do exactly the same thing as long as there's a bit of cotton in it. That's all you really need. All right, make sure you spread this out. And then I already shaked it earlier, but if you leave it alone for a while, it kind of it tends to separate inside. So yeah, and then we're gonna keep doing this, and hopefully it's gonna look even better. Look at that. That looks like that actually looked like a normal Lego piece. Like nothing happened to it. If you didn't know, I don't think you could tell. Alright, I'm gonna try to clean it up a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna go wash it with like warm water and soap, and then I'll be back in a sec. I'm back. So you can tell now it's been rinsed with like warm water. It's actually really shiny, but it's not bad. I think I actually like this look. And then if we put it on our spaceman, there we go. Beautiful. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how you you can actually customize your Lego pieces if you got the will and the time, I guess. And you can even make them look pretty original. And that's it. Now this guy has got a really cool placeholder, and I'm really looking forward to get the official one from Lego in this color. All right, guys, that's it for today, and I'll see you later. Bye.